right, y'all. How you doing? Alright, time to go. Look at this. See that? Happened last night. That happened about 2 weeks ago. I'm in Alabama. This place is not. I don't care what anybody says about Alabama, man. What they put their money into down here is prison system. They don't help the peoples. They give you no help with your teeth at all. They won't even pull a tooth. At least in the state of West Virginia, you couldn't get dentures, but they'd at least pull your tooth so your mouth would go all septic and your whole body gets sick from it. But anyways, I found everything I was looking for. It's beautiful. My life's about to change. But I got this little spot in between. Right now, I'm somewhere way out in the country. A person's vehicle just took a crap. We can't even go anywhere. Everywhere's 30 miles away. And there's just it's time to go. We've all had the discussions, and it's like I say, the benefit of my own health. Um, so, anyways, Ohio, Virginia, West Virginia area up there in Appalachia, preferably Ohio or Virginia, because I got to get the teeth started working on. I mean, at least if nothing else, I guess in West Virginia they at least pull them, and then when I get to where I'm actually going, I know that state will give me dentures, um, amongst a lot of other things. I've got a place there, and really my best friend. So, um, yeah, a lot of interesting stuff. People say they're afraid to put out into the universe what they want, and it sounds selfish. Well, I put out some stuff, and I thought kind of the same things, but you know what? It ain't like that. I didn't ask for a Lamborghini. I asked for teeth, a state that had some kind of legality, even medical wise, in cannabis. 'Cause it's the only medicine I use. I've had to take naproxen over the last 2 days because I don't have any. Because all my joints and stuff, staph infection wore them down as a kid. Got that staph infection that wore all the joints down. I got hit by a truck on a bicycle, been in a car accident, so yeah, bones and stuff are all a little kind of creaky and achy and different things. Um, but I still get done plenty of stuff. Um, I'm looking for just about anything temporarily. I mean, if I had a camper, I know it's too cold to go to, um, well, the campsites are probably closed. I don't know, man. Maybe I could find some dirt roads and hide somewhere in the camper for a while. Um, I got one. Unless somebody wants to donate me one. Hey, that's something I'm not beyond either. I don't like asking for stuff like that, but if anybody wanted to donate anything, I make stuff. I could. These are things I've been working on. I've got jewelry things. Let's see, where's those? If anybody was to donate anything, I can make you something and send it to you. I got these hair barrette things I make that are really cool. Where did I stick those at? Yeah, I got crystals on them and making other stuff too. Um, so far, I haven't sold nothing neither. I just make the stuff and give it away because I like when people are happy, and especially, I mean, if you do something to make somebody else happy, that's cool. But when you make something that you put a lot of love and energy in, and then the people get real happy, that makes me smile. It's like this was just going to be, it was a stick. I wasn't sure. I was like, maybe it'd be like a drum stick for one of the native drums or whatever. And then one day I was talking to my best friend, and it just hit me. I was like, I could make another magic wand. And I mentioned it to her, and my friend got really happy. So I'm making something with a lot of love that I know I'm going to send to somebody, and they're going to be really happy about it. A piece of pecan. I don't know if you can see any of the grain. It's kind of hard to see, but it's very pretty. I like it. But yeah, man, I've tried looking at motels. I make $840 a month on Social Security. Uh, it's supplemental security version, which means it's supplemented by the government because all the work that I did, I did a lot of seasonal work, different stuff. Anyways, that's the version they had to put me on. So it gives me like $840. Um, which makes it hard to actually rent a place yourself to be able to afford it. And then even if so, I can't sign a lease because I'm about to go on with my life. Let's see. I might be able to pull off a 6 month lease. The rent would have to be really cheap. So if you know anything like that, let me know. You know somebody that I'm I'm not going to Columbus, so I won't do that. I was born and raised in that city. I ain't going back. It went the same direction Detroit did. Yeah. But I've tried looking around at the motels, see if I can find like weekly rates and sheets, prices. And then I can only find so much stuff on the internet myself. Some of that has to be local. So if anybody wants to take it upon themselves, they're near any of these areas or whatever, and can look up some stuff like that, let me know. You got a friend that just needs a temporary roommate? Let me know. And I said I'm very, very helpful. And not only pay the person, but help out. And not just help out in the house. Let's say they need some work done in their garage, an outbuilding. I don't know. They're going to start a garden, and well, you don't want to be on plowing ground right now. It's kind of cold, but I'm just trying to give examples, man. I'm good with a chainsaw. Um, maybe you need to do firewood, but it's hard for you to get out there and do firewood. I used to cut my own firewood. I also worked for tree services and sawmills, so I know a bit about cutting trees um, and turning them into firewood. Uh, so yeah, man. If anybody knows of any way that can be helpful, because even if I find a motel and I get out of here, it's going to cost me uh, a good chunk of my check just to go up there. It's roughly about $350 to $400 to rent the U-Haul to go that direction. A couple $100 in gas. I think it gets around like 11 miles to the gallon or something. Um, and that's dependent. Uh, Fortunately, I don't have a whole bunch. Most of this stuff in this room is not mine. That chair, that bed, that's mine. A little bit of, you bass guitar and a couple small things, and then I got my inversion table in the garage, which folds up and comes apart, and that stuff. And it all fit in the U-Haul. Now I just take it all and stick it in storage, and yeah, just do whatever until get ready to go to my permanent home. But like I said, if I know anybody in Ohio that could help, it'll really be helpful. On these teeth, look at that. I was a kid that had good teeth. Tobacco and alcohol. Can't say the alcohol necessarily rots the teeth, but the alcohol puts you in the state of, and you go to bed and don't brush the teeth. And I used to rub a lot of snuff. If you don't know what that is, it's smokeless tobacco. You put in your lip. Yeah, gum line. I stopped all that stuff years ago, though. I quit smoking cigarettes. I still got this vape thing, but this ain't nowhere near like that stuff. But I don't use any kind of tobaccos anymore. I gave all that up. The drinking, I gave that up. Be 18 years in July. Yep. Only, like I said, the only thing I use is I use cannabis medically. I don't take any pills and stuff. I'm even, if it wasn't for this, I would have, I would have had infections in my mouth. That's toothpaste. Toothpaste. Yeah. homemade toothpaste. No, it's not anything like what you buy in the store. I'm still working on my recipe, so it's still kind of balled up. I stuck probably a bit much on the oil in there. It's baking soda and coconut oil. I put this in my mouth. I mix it all around, and then squirt some peroxide in there and brush it. Now, if anybody's getting any ideas on this, read on it first if you ain't did this. Baking soda can be kind of abrasive, so you don't want to brush all the enamel off your teeth. So be careful. But hey, you're not getting any fluoride in your system that way. And the baking soda is a salt, and this is peroxide, which is used as a mouth rinse. Dentist always tells you rinse your mouth with salt. Well, there's a salt right there. You got salt and you got peroxide. Both of those things are disinfectant. So if you got problems with your mouth like I do, switch and make your own toothpaste. It's a hell of a lot cheaper, and it will keep your mouth from being infected. I mean, seriously, I don't want to gross you all out with any more pictures of my teeth, but you've seen what's going on in there. This one's kind of sensitive today. There's some crap I've learned over the years with taking Benadryl, crushing it up, and rubbing it on the tooth, and it pretty much kills the nerve. Clove oil. I don't got any clove oil. When the store-bought stuff doesn't work, that's what you do. Benadryl's a lot easier if it's bottom tooth because you can stick it down in the hole and you crush it up. That's pretty easy to crush up. Just set it on, just like get a piece of paper or something, so that way you can pour it like this, put it on there, and just cover it over so it don't, when you crush it, go all over the place. You just take a spoon and just crush it with a spoon or whatever you got that would do that, and then you can just take it, do like this. You might want a small piece of paper. You're gonna try and pour it in your mouth like that, but there you'll have it all in little things, so you can pour it into something if you're sticking in there, or you can pour it in your mouth directly. However, it works really good though. I used it on. I've got a few teeth that's broke down in the gum. They're gonna have to be surgically removed. Crazy. Birds are chirping. I don't know how it happened the other night. It was like 19 degrees or something. And here we're sitting at 66 degrees. Southern Alabama. But I get paid tomorrow, and I'm half tempted just to jump in the Uhaul and go. I don't want to stay down here another month. I can't. My teeth just keep breaking apart and shit, man. I got to get out of here. I got to get somewhere where I can get established, get the help started. A person can die from infected teeth, and a person can also die from starving to death from not being able to eat because of said teeth. I find so much weird down here on this planet, y'all. I mean, when I came here, I knew things were going to be. I mean, before I came here, I knew things were going to be a bit weird and rough. When you're born, none of the memories from the other side stick. You come in here and you're kind of confused. It takes some years before, you end up waking up. Before the one gives you the message, time to wake up. I woke up some time ago. It feels really weird because so many people are still sleeping. And I know exactly what the angels want, and I know what they have to say. I feel them around me a lot. Just out of curiosity the other day, somebody with some really good abilities asked if anybody wanted to know anything. I don't usually do that stuff, but it's like my guides have anything to say for me. It was an awesome message. They told me I'm doing, I've done the work that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doing a mission. They're full of love and they're proud of me, and it's all beautiful. But And I look around at the vast majority of the population, and I see people still running around, worrying about their own stuff or not doing things. Just, oh, I wish normal would come back, and just being delusional, letting fear drive them, having their faces stuck in these TV things. It's wild. Got a whole bunch of beings on the other side watching this whole thing happen right now. Watching every bit of it, everything that happens down here. The angelic realms and the one called God. See it all. Not only does God see it all, God experiences it all through you. Everything you do. You would not exist if it was not for soul consciousness. Soul consciousness comes from the one. That means part of the one lives inside you. That's why you don't have to go anywhere to contact the one. It's inside you. And as soon as more people see this, there won't be people like me running around spreading all this love and then sitting there wondering when others are going to start doing the same. We've got homeless people, sick people, mentally ill people, people strung out on drugs running all around. And it's because society is failing. Period. I don't care what anybody, you know, oh, I had this, and it looks, and it's so, and I had, and we did, and controlled slavery. Controlled slavery. Most people are gearing their lives towards the end, towards some last pieces of life, the last end part, the retirement, and missing all of it. I've had many deep meditations and prayers, and they've told me plenty of times people are missing it down here. The reason we exist, experience life. God experiences life through us. It all goes back. We're all connected. Everybody is part of the one mass consciousness. Yet you've got many fighting like they're different. We're not like those people. Really. Ask the other side what they think about that. What they know about that. You know? This world breeds too much separation. Hey, how are you doing? Looking for a miracle. It's really weird. Being so connected angelically, and feeling all that love, and then turning around in a physical world and going, what? I got to check. I've got abilities to help people. And right now, I'm just trying to find a temporary place to stay. That's all. That's all. I got to get my T's worked on. If I'm already up there, then I'm close to where I'm going. I can get everything started now. If I have to wait all the way till then, I don't know what's going to happen. I had a dentist tell me some years ago that they weren't going to last 5 years, and that was a couple years back. He's right. But the state of Michigan was fighting with me because I had got this really messed up dental office had gave me a partial that I never wore, and they told me, no, you can only get one set of teeth every 5 months. Well, my dentist told me, well, you just have to just send in paperwork and fight it. Well, I couldn't. At the time, I was trying to get out of Michigan. I was in a really screwy apartment complex that's going to end up getting a whole video done if they ain't careful. They really screwed me. They screwed me out $1,200. My deposit My place was clean. It was taken care of. I talked to the manager before I left. She okayed it, and then the owner turned around and tried to get me for breaking a lease. I left because I'm on disability. I couldn't climb the stairs all the time, and people were constantly smoking, and it was taking my breath away. They would smoke in the hallways, and they would shut the doors. There was no ventilation system in the hallways, and it was bad. So technically, I could have won that in court, but because of this whole bullshit, you know what, pandemic bunch of crap, I couldn't get an attorney from the county because the office was closed. So I lost $1,200, and I had to sell a lot of my stuff. I had to sell. I have never owned a whole bunch of music equipment, anything in my life. I always played on other people's stuff or junk. So I finally ended up buying a couple things years ago, and I had to sell almost all of it. I had to sell that. I had to sell my air conditioner, all kind of stuff to get that $1,200, and they stole it from me. Some guy that's moved in here from another country and bought up a bunch of buildings, and then just started that BS. It gets really crazy, you know. Come to America because you want things better, and then come to America and start ripping off people. And if you're going to do that way, stay in whatever country you're in because we already got enough crap here. We got enough thieves and liars, and half of them are politicians. Well, much love, and God be with you too, my friend. Anyways, I love y'all. Keep me in mind, and just remember, if somebody does get a temporary place, you're not getting an average human coming to you. I'm gonna give you a second. I'm gonna go blank and let you look in my eyes. If you look close or awaken enough, you'll see what and who I am. I love you all. Have a beautiful day. The angels are smiling upon you today. Peace be with you.